Hi Spirit Fam! Welcome back to my channel. I first want to say thank you all so much. I am so grateful for all of you, my beautiful, amazing, wonderful subscribers. Thank you all so much. I have to honestly tell you, I am extremely grateful. I'm feeling so blessed. I've had moments of absolute bliss and tears of happiness. And all of the comments that I'm getting from all of you, whether you have sent me something privately, whether you have actually commented on the video, I take all of your messages to heart. And I truly love each and every single one of you. And I cannot begin to even tell you how much it makes my day when you reach out to me and let me know that you have found something in my videos, whether it's just bringing some more brightness to your day, truly getting the message and honing it into your everyday. I truly am grateful. So thank you all so much. So today what I have for you is a angelic message, either from the angels or the ascended masters, for the week of October the 12th through the 18th. Now, I have 3 different decks in front of me, and what I'm going to do is normally when I do my weekly spreads, I draw 6 cards. So I'm going to do 2 from each, and then we're going to draw some oracle cards as well to get some more tidbits of information. For those of you that are new, my name is Eileen. I'm a spiritual advisor, intuitive angel guide, and coach. I communicate with the angelic realm and the ascended masters, and I provide you with wisdom, guidance, and inspiration every week right here on this channel. If you're brand new, I want you to know that I post every Monday and every Thursday. So be sure that you subscribe. Please give us a like. It truly does help our content. It helps us improve. It helps us figure out what you like more of. Comment down below. Share the content so that everyone can be aware that we are here and that we are providing this message. And be sure that you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I release new content. Let's get into today's video. All right, let's get into today's message. So I have my 3 decks in front of me. As you know, I've already pre-shuffled and I've called in the angels and the ascended masters to provide us with guidance on what we can expect for October the 12th through the 18th. I do want to let you all know, as you know, this is a general reading, so not everybody will resonate with it. So I ask that you just take with you what you want from this message and leave the rest behind. Sorry, apologize about the table shaking. But let's go ahead and start drawing. So, angels, ascended masters, what guidance can you provide us for this upcoming week, October the 12th through the 18th? What guidance can you provide us for this week, October the 12th through the 18th? October the 12th through the 18th. So for those of you wondering, I actually take jumpers from the pack. I don't like to actually choose my own cards. Thank you. Okay, well, we got 3. Lovely. All right. Okay, so we have this one deck. We're now going to do this one. All right, so already I can see that there are a few of you in the collective that are feeling sort of bound or restricted, almost as if you feel that you don't know where to go, almost a sense of feeling as if you're feeling stuck. I do want to point out though that this is an illusion, okay? Even though you might feel that you are stuck, are you really clearly looking at things in the way that you really should? I do want to kind of point that out. It almost feels like, thank you. Okay, well, apparently the angels and the ascended masters have a lot more in store for us because I seem to be getting 3 cards from each stack. Okay, so we're going to figure this out. All right. Okay. Okay, this was my 2. Thank you. This is almost starting to turn out like a monthly read. As you know, when I do my monthly readings, I actually draw 9 cards, and that wasn't the intent. So I need one more card from this deck. Please, angels, please. One more card. I need to make this even. Thank you. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and get this started. Okay, so first up we have the 8 of Swords. Okay, so the 8 of Swords really speaks about a sense of feeling bound, that you're being restricted, that you're not really able to do the things that you really want to do, or that you're sort of feeling that you can't really accomplish the thing. So I want you to notice in this image right here, how we have this young lady here who isn't really looking at the mirror. She doesn't see what's in the mirror, okay? So this is one perception. The mirror is a reflection. It is a perception of what you actually believe. So it's a sense of what you're feeling, what you're bringing into your awareness, right? And it's almost as if she's in a basket, okay? And here's what I have to say about the 8 of Swords. So you, in a sense, if you are feeling as if you are restricted, or you can't, you're bound to a specific contract, to a person, to a situation, to an experience, or you feel that energetically you're being pulled in one direction or another, the message here is that you have a choice, okay? You have a choice. You can either choose to actually see things for what they are, or you can choose to ignore it, okay? Either way, you have a choice. You have a choice in how you respond to the situation, how you respond to a certain person, how you respond to anything in life. How you respond is really the choice that you have made. And ultimately, because she's sitting here in this basket, she has a choice. She can get out of the basket. But in a sense, the reflection that is here in the mirror shows that she feels that she's stuck, that she's bound to that basket, and that is her story, and that she doesn't have anything different. And so you have to, in this essence, the 8 of Swords really speaks about healing. You have to be your own healer. You have to be willing to initiate some form of action where you're going to choose your own healing, and you're going to choose it in a very loving way, okay? So right after the 8 of Swords, we have the 4 of Swords, okay? So the 4 of Swords really speaks about rest, okay? So if you particularly have something that's going on in your life, whether it's something, whether it's, unhappiness in a job, in a relationship, any kind of situation that sort of makes you feel that you're restricted, that develops wounds, right? And so notice right here, there is a heart right here that sort of has this thread that it's sort of been mended, right? Any time that we do any kind of healing, especially when it's really deep rooted healing, we have to take the time to truly rest, reflect, and rejuvenate. So the 8 of Swords really tells me that this is going to be like some really deep rooted shadow work that either stems from a relationship, whether it's a partner or a family situation, that it's really going to require you to take a step back, to sort of give yourself the time to rest, to evaluate the situation, and sort of give yourself that time to heal, right? This is really you choosing you, right? You basically saying, I choose myself in this moment to take a time out of this situation or this particular relationship or any kind of experience that I'm having. And I am choosing myself in this moment to just give myself time to rest, right? So that's what the Four of Swords really speaks about. Again, we have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands for the collective has been coming up a lot lately. And so what the Nine of Wands really speaks about is what limitations have you put on yourself, right? So you notice how this woman is standing and she has sort of this fence, right? And she's holding her wand that is lit. So the wands represent your passions. They represent your inspirations, right? Your ideas, the things that you are truly passionate about, right? And the Nine of Wands really speaks about, are there things, are there beliefs, are there restrictions that you have placed on yourself that prevent you from going on the other side of this fence, right? So it's kind of a twofold thing. What I'm kind of picking up with this is that you sort of feel that you are standing at this fence because you're guarding yourself. You're guarding and you're protecting that which is yours. And I sort of feel like you're sort of hesitant, like, see how the fence is slightly broken here, right? So what I'm kind of picking up is that you're tired. You're tired of having to constantly fix the fence and prevent yourself from getting hurt. And you're really trying, but you're not really standing your ground. And I really feel that it's a belief that you might have. It might be an actual belief that you're picking up, whether it's coming from a family situation or a particular type of a relationship, that is truly limiting you from believing that you can go past this, that you get to stand your ground firmly and that you choose yourself. I sort of like the message I keep getting is that you need to choose yourself over this situation. Almost like I think you're putting too much value and too much effort into what other people think or what they believe. And you're sort of taking it on as this is my only option. And what Spirit is really trying to tell you is that you have more than one option. You just have to decide. You have to make a choice. Are you going to choose you or are you going to choose them? And I say that because next up we have Five of Michael, okay? And what it says down here is this situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome and consider taking a more uplifting approach. I love this because Archangel Michael is the archangel of safety and security. He is also the angel that yields a sword, right? And this Five of Michael actually resonates with the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords really speaks about feeling like you're defeated, right? And what I love about Michael is that Michael is really great about cleansing energy and helping you cut through the thick barriers of attachments that you've put on situations, experiences, or people. Excuse me for a second. And so what this is really asking you to do is it's really asking you to evaluate, right? So it's bringing back up this Four of Swords, right? It's really bringing up the Four of Swords again, where you're having to choose you. You get to choose yourself and say, I'm going to take a time out. I'm going to rest. I'm going to really evaluate and I'm going to rejuvenate myself. And you know, the Five of Michael is really wanting you to be aware that, you know, when you're evaluating this situation or this experience or this relationship, really ask yourself, what are you benefiting from this? What are you getting out of it? Is it truly helping you or is it really hindering you? Like those are the important questions that you have to ask yourself, because this is really telling you that it's not serving you. And maybe it's because you're trying to wield the situation in your favor. Maybe you're trying to create an outcome that doesn't really serve you. So that's where it's important for you to truly recognize, is that situation, is that person serving you? And what you're truly trying to wield, is that going to help you, or is that going to hinder you? Next up, we have the Queen of Raphael, okay, which is someone that is kind, is understanding, is giving, and is psychic. So the Queen of Raphael is sort of the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is someone that is absolutely very in tune with their heart, right? So what it says at the bottom is, follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. A Queen of Cups truly embodies her intuition. The Queen of Cups trusts the guidance and the internal gut instincts that sort of come up in any situation or any person. And it's someone that is not going to waver from that, right? A Queen of Cups is someone that loves and loves abundantly. But a Queen of Cups is very aware of what serves her and what does not serve her, right? And so this is really asking you that regardless of what the situation is, when you're really evaluating, is it serving you? Is the situation serving you? If it's not, then you need to look at it from a very understanding perspective, and also recognize that I think it's important, especially, I don't know why, but I just sort of feel that this is sort of like a familial relationship type of a situation, that, you know, people oftentimes will have their own beliefs. Everyone has different beliefs. And the important thing that we have to remember is that we have to be compassionate and understanding to other people's beliefs. And that while we may not resonate with other people's beliefs, we have to sort of respect their beliefs, but also be willing and strong enough to stand your ground and respect your own beliefs, right? Not really feeling like you need to go with the crowd because you're afraid of being different, okay? So this is really asking you, follow your heart. Really listen to your internal guidance. What is your heart truly telling you? Is your heart truly telling you that maybe your family isn't really supporting you the way that you should be supported, and maybe you need to move in a different direction, and know that that's okay? Because next we have strength, right? And so strength really talks about that inner strength, right? The strength that you get from deep within yourself. So what this says is strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. Okay. So what this is really asking you to do is that, you know, families can be very difficult. And I have learned through my own personal experiences that sometimes family means well. They really, truly mean well. And we cannot blame them, or we cannot put any kind of notion that it is their fault for the way that they treat you. And one of the greatest lessons I could have ever learned myself was that when I could learn to observe the situation from the counterpart's perspective and truly put myself in their shoes and sort of view it from their eyes, I was able to truly understand things at a much deeper and a much higher perspective. We have to understand that when we go through life, we are faced with challenges, right? Challenges that truly sometimes we don't want to really face. We don't want to face the truth of what that situation means. And sometimes it's hard for us to stand our ground and for us to truly say, you know, is this really where I need to be, right? But if spirit is bringing it up to you, if it keeps occurring and you keep feeling like you're being triggered, that's because spirit is really asking you, is this situation serving you? Is it truly helping you? Are you truly looking at it from an understanding perspective? Are you listening to your heart? Are you honoring your heart? Are you honoring your worth in that perspective. And no matter how hard it might seem, know that you have spirit on your side. Spirit is with you. You have the strength that you can view it from a very loving perspective and be confident in choosing your own path, even if it differs from someone else. And learn to use forgiveness. Forgiveness is really about letting go of the situation, not so much saying I'm sorry or getting an apology back from somebody. It's truly acknowledging the situation or the experience or the lesson, just accepting it for what it is and letting it go. That's truly all forgiveness is. And sometimes we have to forgive ourselves, right? Because we are very hard on ourselves. We might think that other people are hard on us, but we're our worst critics because we know what we're capable of and what we're not capable of. All right. So then next up, we have the Four of Fire, which is the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands really, truly speaks about a happy home life. And what it says down here at the bottom, it says contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. So, Spirit is really, I just sort of view this as almost, it's sort of like a family situation. Maybe there's some turmoil going on in the family, or, maybe not everyone is seeing eye to eye, or maybe people really aren't supporting you. And I think that what Spirit is really bringing to our attention with the Four of Fire is that when you can learn to evaluate and choose yourself, when you can choose your own happiness, follow your heart and stand your ground and be confident in the particular situation, you will then be able to create your happy home life, right? Because home is where the heart is. Home is where what you make it. And so you have to be in charge of your own happiness. Other people are not in charge of your happiness. I think that was that's a very big misconception. I think a lot of times people feel that, or people believe that other people make them happy. And that's not how that works. You have to make yourself happy because only you know what it is that you need. Okay. Then we have the King of Air. So again, the King of Air is the King of Swords. Okay. So the King of Air says, speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. So what this is truly bringing into our awareness is that maybe you are going to need someone, a professional. Maybe you're going to need some therapy. Seeking therapy is not a bad thing. I personally myself have gone through therapy because, we're not perfect. And sometimes we need outside sources to sort of help us sort of see things from a very different perspective. And maybe you need this. If this truly is what I'm feeling is a family situation, you're going to need outside help to really help you see things clearly and help you choose you, right? Help bring you that confidence. And you have to sort of choose yourself. I really feel that this is about you choosing you and you not giving in so much to what other people want you or what they expect of you. And then last but not least, we have the Three of Air. Okay, so the Three of Air says, great sadness, take time to heal, and the need to forgive yourself or others. Okay, so we've gotten forgiveness twice already. And we've gotten speaking your confidence and following your heart twice. So this is a very big situation where Spirit is really wanting you to sort of remember you have the Four of Swords, which is a time to rest, to heal, to rejuvenate, to evaluate, right? And then we have the Three of Air, which is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords, Three of Air is the Three of Swords. Three of Swords really speaks about true pain, about deep internal wounding that you've received on behalf of other people, right? Where there are certain people that have hurt you and they've wounded you, and you sort of feel like every time you come into contact with this individual or the situation comes back up again, it's almost like you're getting stabbed again and again and again and again. And this is really wanting to bring to your awareness that you have to take charge and you have to say, I'm choosing me. I am worthy of the time to heal. I am worthy of something better. I'm worthy of something more. And I need to be able to move in a much loving, higher perspective. Okay. So let's go ahead and draw some oracle cards here. Let's see what else they have to tell us. All right, angels, archangels, ascended masters. What additional information can you provide us for this week, October the 12th through the 18th? What additional information can you provide us for this week, October the 12th through the 18th, regarding this situation? What additional advice do you have for the collective? Whoa, too many. What additional advice do you have for the collective for this coming week, the 12th through the 18th? Okay, we want this one. Oh, okay. One more, please. Whoa. Okay, let's see. It fell on the floor. Okay. All right. So here we have soul writing. I love these cards. These cards are absolutely beautiful. So soul writing is really about, okay. So I'm going to try to see if you all can see this. So right here, there is the word truth. Okay. So what this means is that anytime we go through a certain situation or that we experience some sort of an encounter with someone where things just aren't right, okay? A lot of times we have to learn to rise above the truth. We have to learn to rise above, and sometimes that means that we have to really soul search. We have to really do that deep soul searching and truly search within when it comes to actually writing. So I'm going to read you what it actually says in the book for this. Okay. Because these cards are really beautiful. So it says, oh, I love this. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So it says, we become the stories we tell. You are the author of your story. Write one that inspires you and doesn't let anyone else command the pen. Physical reality is temporary. It is forever changing from one moment to the next. The events and experiences of your life are multidimensional living art. Their purpose and form will shift as your perception of them does. You can view and adjust any stories from your past, present, or future. Let go of justifying or analyzing the events that become your stories and lift yourself into a new way of seeing them. Look at the card and imagine you are the angel rising and connecting to the soul light at the top of the pyramid. From this expanded view, you can see all your stories and their facets from a neutral position. A higher perspective will unveil and reveal what was previously unknown. You may be surprised, shocked, or embarrassed that the story you have identified with is not what you thought it was. Don't stress. This indicates that the stories are shaking loose and healing is occurring. You are doing so well. You are worthy and you are loved. I absolutely love this. And then next up we have let your light shine. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up in the book. These cards have such deep content and deep meaning that I love reading what it says in the book. So what I kind of attribute to let your light shine is I really attribute it to don't be afraid to be yourself. Be you. Don't try to hide your light. Don't try to change or conform to other people's expectations of you, because you have to learn to be yourself, right? So here's what it says in the book. Be authentic. Today, embrace your uniqueness. Say to yourself, I am so pleased and honored to be me. Embrace the parts of you that may feel a little strange. They feel this way because you resist experiencing the fullness of you. We can all feel a little odd or peculiar at times, longing to be like everyone else and just fit in. But compromise breeds resentment. Locking yourself into the pretense of what others want will strangle your soul and split you in two. Accept yourself. Set yourself free from judgment and what you perceive others think about you. Let your soul shine outward and inspire others to connect, embrace, and shine their truth. When we are aligned with our soul, we feel loved and satisfied. We no longer need others to lean on to fill our perceived voids or to be different to who they are. Instead, we want to be with others for the pure joy of it. Create new ways toward anything that is of interest to you. Can you feel relief wash over you? You are beautiful. Absolutely love this. So overall, I want to tell you that the message here is that you need to learn to be you. Be you. And honor yourself in that perspective. Choose yourself above all else. Choose yourself. Be confident with who you are. Don't allow yourself to conform to other people's expectations of you, because no one, I've always said this, no one wants a cookie cutter version of someone else. Someone wants someone that is going to be true, authentic, and genuine to who they are. And I'm a very firm believer that you need to be genuinely who you are. You need to show the world who you are and be proud of who you are, because you have a lot to offer this world. So this is the message for this week. I truly hope that it resonated with you. If not, then I ask that you just take with you what you want and leave the rest behind. I thank you all so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you all later on this week. Thank you all so much, and namaste, guys.